Welcome to SIssues. We are two sisters with issues and a need to work them out, and we're inviting you along for the ride.
Here we are taking the big things we have in common. Our love for Outlander, inappropriate humor, and why people do the things they do. Mix this up with our dirty lady mo's, and this podcast is born.
But don't worry, we'll explore other issues too.
Because you know,
when you have sisters, you have issues.
If you are easily offended or don't appreciate the creative use of colorful Canadian cursive language, this is not the podcast for you.
Well, hello, Sher.
Hello, Phyl.
How are you today?
I'm good. How you doing?
Good. Hello, everybody out there in podcast land.
Hi.
Welcome to SIssues.
It's SIssues time. It's SIssues time.
Don't we have a lot of issues, like, between you and me? I think we're pretty well stacked, don't you think?
Yep, sure are.
Gosh.
I know. I know. I've spent the last 2 days crying. How about you?
Yep, ditto. Last 2 days crying. But you know what? I think you have to go through those times to really appreciate the good times, even though these times really suck.
Mm-hmm. Yep, sure do. But that's why we have each other, right?
Exactly. And you know what? Doing this podcast, and I know it's your Outlander and it really sucks. This has been really good for me. I don't know about you, but it's been really good for me.
Yeah, it helps me connect to who I think I used to be. You know, like before all of these health issues came up, and you know, I'm a funny broad sometimes, and I miss, you know, tapping into that and just letting go and not thinking about anything else. And you know what? If I offend people on here, I'm totally at that fuck it stage. I just don't care. You know, if you're offended, then go talk to somebody else about it. I would be Canadian and say I'm sorry, but I'm not. I'm just not anymore. And this is where I go to let loose, try and reorganize the Sherry that used to hang out in this body before it turned into a complete shit show. Mm-hmm. So that's what I'm utilizing this for. And that's what I utilize you for. You're my sister. Yeah. You know, you're who I go to when, you know, things get really, really crappy. So that we're able to, you know, even though this is over the computer because, you know, COVID, thanks COVID,
asshole.
You know, so it's, you know, I get to see you, I get to talk to you, I get to kind of hang out, and instead of, you know, being in this bipolar depression, ups and downs kind of thing, I get to just watch something that I love, talk about, you know, really goofy stuff or things that I know, or just, you know, kind of barrel off into what I'm barreling off into right now. And, you know, I get to do that and I'm enjoying it.
Yeah. Well, that's good. But, you know, one thing, you should never have to say sorry for who you are. People will either like you or they won't, and that's their decision. Right.
And that has been a part of my life, my whole life, because people either really like me or they really don't. So, and I've always said that's not about me, because I'm not going to change. I can't change. It's just who I am. And, you know, and I've never expected people to, you know, change to like me, because, you know, that's it. And it's okay if you don't. I don't take any offense to you not liking me. And because, you know, if you don't, then you have every single opportunity to turn off this podcast.
But don't stay and have fun with us. The whole purpose is to have some fun, you know, especially, you know, we decided to start out the podcast through Outlander, right? We thought, hey, you know what a great idea. I'm a newbie to Outlander and you're the old gal when it comes to Outlander. And just to see it from two different perspectives. And then, of course, throw a little bit of SIssues in there as well, which I'm sorry, we just can't help.
Right. Exactly. And then where we go from there afterwards, and, you know,
That'll be fun.
yeah.
I'm excited. Like
Me too.
I'm loving the Outlander, and I think this was the perfect platform for us to start off, and then who knows where it's going to take us next.
I think it's going to be fun. Because
Yeah.
I know there are a lot of girls out there, a lot of she's, a lot of theys out there that, you know, they want to talk about their SIssues, and I can't wait to be able to invite some of them on and have a chat with them too.
Ditto. I agree. All righty. All right, fellow Outlander crazy people, fan base, whatever. We're on season 2, episode 11. Vengeance is mine.
No, it's mine. Mine.
So don't
Mine.
forget to skip your recap and go directly to your song. And Miss Sher,
What?
take it away.
Oh, yeah. You know, I'm going to count you down. And as soon as I hit 1, that's when you're going to hit play. So we're going to go down, down, down. 3, 2, 1. There we are. It's the magical moment.
I'm so excited. I can't believe we only have 3 more episodes left in this season.
I know, right? There we go.
Hold on. I forgot to turn my heater on.
Which is weird because usually her heater is on the inside.
You know what? But it's funny. I'll have these wicked damn hot flashes as soon as they're done, because my body is so wet that any cold in the air just hits it and I'm instantly frozen.
Are you moist, sister?
You know, no using moist
You're moist.
on the podcast. Gosh, you sound like our prime minister.
Speak moistly to me.
Hey, ask me later on during this episode if I'm moist. I might have a different answer.
Drippy, drippy, drippy.
Oh my gosh. All
That
righty.
didn't take long.
Here we go.
Let's go. Oh, blow it, getting the wig ready. They blow it with this stuff so the kill the lices.
Yeah, that's even more disgusting.
Powder that wig.
Yeah, he's being so dainty and
that is so good. I love that. The wig fell off. The head fell off. I love it. I love it.
You know, it's so funny. I don't know how many times. It must have been about 16 or whatever before I finally got the relation of that. And I was like, why didn't I think of that like 15 times ago? Okay, and I'm sorry, there is nothing like an open fire and cooking over the open fire. I love it.
You know, there's nothing like getting your teeth ripped out by a pair of pliers. Oh, I'm just going to stick this right inside your broken tooth.
Well, and they said that they actually had to glue the tooth onto the pliers so that she wouldn't drop it.
And you know what? There's something about like dentists in the first place for me. I'm terribly horrified of them because of a traumatic experience when I was a child with the dentist. And no, I'm one of those people that is 100% convinced that dentists, there's some sort of sadism going on there, because I just can't imagine people that like doing that don't have a touch of sadism in their body.
I don't mind going to the dentist. I don't give it a second thought about. My feeling of is when they have to put their gloves on and then they stick and keep their hands in your mouth. Like that's
what I mean.
Gross.
That's what I mean. Like, and then they pull, like they yank and they break teeth and they yank them out of your mouth. Come on. Yeah. You've got to have some sort of, and you know what? The suicide rate amongst dentists is some of the highest.
Wow. That's
because
crazy.
People don't like them so much.
And see, they don't bother. It doesn't even bother me in the slightest.
But it's not about them. It's about the people, like we were talking about earlier.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's because I think they're sadists. Yeah, get mad, Jamie.
He must just be at his wit's end with all of these numbskulls, right?
Right?
And you think that he would have the biggest influence on Charlie, but with all of these people in the room, you can tell he's not. Like, he still, touches Jamie, whatever, but he rarely just goes with what Jamie says. You know what I mean? Yeah, that's what happens when you get a bunch of people in a room that are all individually headstrong. Yeah. Nothing good comes from it. I was laughing. She did this, and I don't know if she dropped the tooth or whatever at first, and then they all start laughing.
Yeah. Ugh. Yeah. Just not cool.
Rupert is so evil.
He is, isn't he?
Jeez. Nothing. Didn't have Fash. Okay, that little boy looks like another actor. Yeah.
But it's not.
I wonder if they're related.
That might be possible, but it's still dark-haired little.
Yeah.
He's
a cutie pie.
Oh,
yeah. Spit out blood all over. Just,
He's like, not fucking likely, lady.
Too funny. So I wonder, he's English and he's wearing a kilt, right? And the Stuarts had a tartan. So did the tartan start in England or did it start in Scotland?
Where did the tartan start in?
Where did the tartan start? Anybody know? Just leave us a comment, please.
I want to know where the tartan's starting.
Oh,
goodness.
I have to look that up.
We're pathetic.
Where's my sheet of paper with my notes on it?
Probably in the garbage.
Oh. No, it's not. It's right here. Flinglish.
Oh, Jamie, get up.
Yeah. Yeah, and he's the only one, though, right? The only one.
Yeah.
I love how he gets mad. One man. That's it.
Yeah.
And you should freaking well listen to him.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly. Get mad, little boy. Come on. Bring it.
Have your temper tantrum, mark me.
Yeah. We need to think of something else to say when he says, mark me.
Na, 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 you're a poo head. Oh, he's spitting.
I know. That's a sign of a good actor. If you can spit all over everybody in the room, you're good to go.
And good thing COVID wasn't around then.
Yeah, exactly.
Seriously, you guys.
Right? Like, get your act together. Let's make a plan. No plans. I don't want you to look at my mouth.
Yeah, way to go, you dummy.
Yeah.
Make my job so hard. She's like, I'd like to rip a few teeth out of his mouth.
Yeah.
They're all like, oh, great. What the fuck is going on now?
They're just chasing after him. Like, if you had something to say it in there. Like,
right?
Yeah.
He's like, oh, crap. This is it, girlfriend.
Yeah. People are going to starve before we even get to do anything.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought even if his genitals don't, I'm like, what? I think I need new headphones because that's what it sounded like in my ear.
Well, I have a feeling his genitals don't either.
Yeah. It looks so cold, eh? Their hair looks wet and you can see their breath. And
yeah. Oh, yeah. It was nipply.
Uh-huh.
But, it's a good thing that they had all that wool and all covered up.
Oh, this sucks. You know, they just spent all this time
Mhm.
away from home fighting through Preston pans and all the way up to that. And then now they get to go home.
Yeah.
Everybody just looks thrilled. You know what? This was
Yeah.
just a huge waste of our time.
Yeah.
You know, and Jamie, the ever motivator,
Mhm.
trying to keep his people happy, but they know what
Yeah.
a waste. Nobody
Mhm.
wants to turn back. They just want to get this done.
Yeah. Get this fucking over with already. Man,
No.
wearing his daddy's coat.
Yeah, exactly.
That kid's bonnet's too big for him.
Just a wee bit big. I love this part.
Yeah. Just talking Gaelic.
His hair looks shorter in this scene than it did in the previous scene.
Because his hair was wet.
Yeah.
His hair is wet, so it was hanging down. You know how this works. You used to be a hairdresser.
I know. I'm just
His
saying
hair's
I
dry,
like it
so
long.
it's like...
Well, there's a good question. Which hairstyle do you prefer Jamie in? Do you like him with shorter hair? Do you like him with longer hair? Do you like it in tied back when they get into like season
Yes.
5?
Yes. 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 That's how I like it. That's how I like it. You grab onto that ponytail and...
Oh, see, that's how I like it. See, I like the au naturel, you know, just above the shoulders a little bit, curly.
I like
that.
his hair like this too. Like his
Yeah.
hair like this. I liked it. But I do like older, distinguished Jamie
Yes.
with the pony.
That's my number 2, I think.
You did a number 2?
No.
Oh.
My number 2 preferable hair coiffure on Jamie.
I understand what you're saying.
Yeah, I liked his hair better in the other scene where it was wet and it was kind of just, you know, like pulled down a little bit longer. Yeah,
Mhm.
I like it like that.
Like it like that.
See,
That's
now
the
him
song.
talking to her belly, he knows that, you know, she's pregnant at this point. You know, I think he's known since she collapsed beside the wagon when she was telling him about, you know,
when she
her
had her
PTSD.
flashback.
Yes. Yeah. Yep, Dougal, just trample into the bedroom. Go for it. Yeah. Hello,
He's just such
Dougal.
a poof de pants.
Yeah.
Just
He's a bit of a drama queen, though.
Oh,
Just
my
a wee
goodness.
bit. If there was drama queen back there, he would have the
Total
He'd have the
Dougal.
crown. Yeah.
Yeah. He just needs to be like right in it, and he has to just
Yeah. This surprised me, though. This part of the story did surprise me, that, you know, the generals and everyone thought that Jamie was having too big of an influence, but they actually convinced the prince to leave Jamie there and go.
Mhm.
You know, that surprised me, considering that Jamie was the only one that stood up with him, right?
Yeah. Mhm.
So that part I didn't like about the storyline so much.
Yeah.
Anybody takes my horse, man. That's it.
Yeah,
If I
well,
had one.
and because, you know, Jamie wouldn't mind because he's doing it for him, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, didn't make much sense.
You know, that must have been so frustrating.
Mm-hmm.
How long have you been to Inverness?
Gosh, those flags been through better days.
They've been through war, it looks like.
Mm-hmm.
But again, you know.
Well, they're not made out of the polyester blends that the flags of today's are made out of.
That's so true, though, right? They were like linen or whatever, colored burlap. I don't know, but they definitely, not like now where you can bury something that's polyester, bury it for 40 years and unbury it, and it still looks exactly the same.
Yeah. Polyester nylon blends.
Yeah. Spandex! spandex. Woohoo!
Yep.
Thank you for spandex.
Goodness. God.
Ouch. Pour some alcohol on it.
Ha ha. Oh.
Well, we didn't know that guy anyway, so I
Yeah.
guess it's okay.
Right. Poor dude.
Yeah.
He was standing guard. Oh, she's like, my box. Oh, my medical box. God damn it.
Exactly.
I needed that shit. Yeah,
Must
he
have
was
been
holding the
really
gun upside
hard.
down.
Hard for her to hump up that hill
Yeah.
in that skirt, right?
Mm-hmm.
And look at the
Yep.
guys with the kilts. It's just like, no wonder
Yep.
they wore those kilts, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Never got in the way of anything.
Yeah. Go, Claire.
Go, Sasnak. Go.
She knows how to friggin' handle a horse, I tell you, that girl.
Yeah.
And the thing is that these horses aren't exactly meant to be handled. Like they're not like horses of that time, right?
Yeah.
So, these horses are, nicely stabled little horsies that have good times and
Yeah. Exactly.
and, have little minds of their own that
Now, wasn't it was Diana that actually wrote this script for this particular one, because I remember her telling a story about how they needed, or it was a different one, but they needed something to happen to Rupert to get him to lose an eye, because that was important in the story later on. And she's like, oh, okay. I don't think she wrote this one, sorry, but I know that this had an impact on the episode that she wrote.
I'm not sure.
I know she wrote
can't
2
recall that.
episodes. She
Yep,
wrote one.
She did. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
She wrote 2 of them. Quickly, go, go, go. Well, they're just like on a leisurely stroll. It doesn't look like they're really after anybody.
Yeah. Diana did write this episode.
Yeah, was this one?
Yeah.
Because I knew there was talk about something had to happen because of later on he needed to lose an eye, and they suggested this, and she's like, oh, okay.
Don't recall that part, but
Yeah, I forget who she was talking to Ronald about it during their podcast.
I see.
No pun intended.
None. Mm,
Yeah, we don't want Rupert to die.
God,
I
no.
didn't want Angus to die.
No, I didn't want that to happen either. And, with Rupert. Oh, we should have got a little flash of bum there.
Just a little, but damn.
Nope. Just not going to do that for us, are they?
No. I guess they gave us one little shot of bum, and that was good enough.
Mm. Oh,
And the-
could have slipped up there. I mean,
Glad he
poor
didn't.
Ross.
You're so bad. Oh, I see what you mean. Okay. I get what you're laying down.
Poor guy. Almost got his throat cut.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, gee, what happened to him? Looks like something happened to his eye.
I don't know. Is it really that clear?
I don't know. Could have looked at him, baby.
That should have gone like right through his brain. Maybe it hit.
No, it made he probably had his head turned and
Yeah.
it went zzz.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My Lord gave it to me.
I love that. She was just like, hey, wait a second. Where'd you get that damn knife?
Yeah, exactly.
And then Jamie looks over his shoulder like, oh, good. She's too busy.
Yeah.
Too busy to give me
I don't want to
shit.
get yelled at.
Oh my God.
You know what? That was a good yell because you
Oh,
could even
yeah.
hear him gargling.
Uh-huh. Yep. Yep.
Okay,
He's another great actor. He does a lot of theater. He's
that was a big ball.
Grant O'Rourke.
Yeah.
Because you can see if you feel your own eye socket. If
Yeah.
something was to knock your eye, and then you can feel where your eye socket is. Something could get stuck there if your head is
Yeah.
turned sideways.
Yeah, but you know what? The most entertaining part about that is watching you poke yourself in the eye while you're giving me this description.
Yeah, you guys should have seen that. It's pretty good. And considering because I have Bell's palsy, so I can't blink on my own. So and I mentioned I've been crying for 2 days, so my eye is very heavy.
Yeah.
So it's more Brits. Apologies to the British people if anybody's listening. But damn,
Well,
these people are pissing me off in this series. They just keep on showing up.
Yeah, it's red coats everywhere.
Oh, goodness gracious.
But it's weird, in this time, in this age, it feels like our poor American friends have this red coat, blue coat thing going on right now.
Right?
Eh?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel bad for them.
Mm-hmm. So do I. Oh.
No. Yep, they got to come up with a plan.
Yeah.
What's the plan gonna be?
And I like how they had Diana be the one that adapted this part, because the story in the book was so good. Like the way they did this whole thing, it was really good. So having her adapt this portion was nice because it tempered a lot of the book readers.
Yeah.
Because how are they going to adapt it? How are they going to translate this into something that is viable?
Yeah.
And she did a really great job. I think and people don't understand the way the writers room really works. I think most of the time because they blame certain writers for certain things, and the way the writers room works is they break down all of these episodes like when the series starts.
Yeah.
And they have a complete outline. And then they give that outline to the writer. And the writer has to hit all of these points. So they're already given the points, they're given the outline, and then they have to fill it all in. Then it goes back to the writer's room and everybody else. They check it all over. They do and they do different drafts, and it goes back and forth and back and forth. So even though the writing credit is given to one person or sometimes two people, it's a collaboration.
Yeah. I love that Claire is typical Claire, and without getting Jamie's insight, she just yells,
"Yep,
help me!"
Yep,
and then puts him in his place.
Yeah,
exactly.
She knows what she's doing this time.
He's just speaking with his heart, right? He doesn't want to lose her. He's not thinking properly.
He's not thinking logically.
Yeah.
And you know what? He didn't have a better idea.
No.
So
fighting them was not the better idea.
Right, exactly.
Somebody else had the upper hand in that one.
For sure. And Claire thought logically and she went for it. She knew that if she waited, that Jamie would probably make a mistake.
Yes, exactly. How do you just not?
Because he's the only person that could have done that.
Yeah, exactly.
Have that much of an ego to walk out there and turn his back on those and just look at them over his shoulder like, just try to shoot me. Just try it.
And I love that Fergus was the one that came up with the idea,
Yeah. Yeah. And he thinks of it because, you know what? I don't, just put your,
Yeah.
be the damsel in distress, right?
Yeah,
Be
exactly. You're playing it already. You may as well
Yep.
finish the performance.
Mhm.
So,
yeah. But again, such a bad actress.
even when he was carrying her out, and when the soldier was asking her at the tree,
See? Yeah.
our fantastic actress is a bad actress.
Right. Mm-hmm. Yep. Claire is a bad actress. Katrina is
she's an amazing
fucking
actress.
amazing.
Yeah.
Boy, Dougal sure hates when when they show affection towards each other.
Yeah. He's like, I'm done.
Yep. He just hates it.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck these guys.
Yeah.
Terra. Fainted from terror. Jamie just Red Jamie.
Yeah.
And see, they played that down quite a bit from the books. Like, because in the books, like, Red Jamie was like this huge like mythical character to the British, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
They mention it, but it's
just
not as big, right?
Yeah. Oh, what's going on? Oh, where am I?
How does such a great actress act so poorly? You know what I mean? Like, it's just so funny.
It is. It's
Cracks me up.
hilarious. I love it. Yeah.
I'm quite all right.
Yeah, she's just, she kills me when she does this. And it's, people just, and it's so funny because every single time she had done it, people always commented about how bad she was at it. And it's like, aren't you understanding what she's doing?
The actress is acting poorly.
Exactly.
Actresses acting, but acting poorly.
On purpose. She's doing it on purpose, people. It's acting.
So I thought they gave up all their guns and all their swords.
Jamie didn't go out, though.
No, Jamie didn't go out. So I'm wondering later on how they get their swords and how they get their guns back. But anyway, it's just silliness. I wonder what Dougal would look like as a drag queen.
Maybe they left some of them inside.
Maybe.
She looks like Mary.
Only she ain't riding a donkey.
Oh, right.
Jackass.
I know.
But she does. I didn't notice that before. She does. She looks like the Virgin Mary. The really bad attitude.
Right? Oh, come on. You can't tell me that this so-called Virgin Mary did not have a bad freaking attitude.
I think life was pretty tough back then.
I think so.
Oh, Hugh Monroe. You see, but in the books, he was already gone, right?
Nope.
Oh, no. I'm jumping ahead myself.
Yeah,
never mind.
You are.
I was wrong. Yeah.
Yeah.
Look at him. Like, what the hell is she doing here?
Where's Jamie? What?
Exactly.
What? Oh, there's her wanted posters.
For Red Jamie. Who's the other guy? I wonder who the other guy was. I didn't have a good enough look on that one.
I don't think he's important. Not to us.
I'm still cold.
And look at Hugh. He looks like he just melts right into the wall too.
And he does absolutely in the dark, right?
Oh, it's Bonnie Prince Charlie.
Oh, it is too. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's got handsome blue eyes too, eh?
Oh God, they're just piercing.
They're just like, oh my gosh, was that a prerequisite for most people on set
Yeah.
that you had to have a Scottish accent and have blue eyes? Like,
But we don't really
ugh.
hear human row talk like normal.
Well, I know, but I meant for most people.
Uh-huh. He just loves.
Yeah.
Go
away. Go away, ugly
Right?
guy. You're being a
Ew,
perv.
that's gross. That's like a Playgirl magazine post.
Right? It's just that's so
Glarfy.
disgusting. Dude, I wouldn't even try it with her. She will have your gut pulled out so fast. Okay, I can't sleep sitting up. No matter how hard I've tried, I can't sleep on a plane. I can't sleep in the car unless I am laying down.
Okay. Thanks for sharing.
Well, she was sleeping in a chair, and I'm like, how? I have to lay down on the floor.
Eventually, you might be so tired.
Been there, tried it. Never happened.
I have.
I can't. I've tried. I've been like
I don't
dead
sleep
tired,
well.
flying from like here to Dubai. Nope. Can't do it. No sleepy. Can't do it. 15
I love
hours
this.
on the flight. Oh, I like this part too.
Mm-hmm. Oh, what a dick.
What an
Yeah. Oh, please. Yep. Now, I see she plays it good here.
she's quick on her toes.
Yep.
So that was really good.
Yep.
And good for Hugh for waiting for her as well,
Yep, absolutely.
He could sense that maybe something was up, right?
Yep.
So
Oh, well, yeah, because she went there with red coats and because Jamie wasn't anywhere close by, he knew shit was up. And I love how she wore her shawl with the belt.
yes.
I love when she does that.
I just realized the arms go down on my chair.
Oh my God, there she goes again, guys.
Sorry. But my arm fell down. I'm like, oh,
Squirrel.
stop.
Here we go again.
Oh, just the look on her face, like, again. Damn, will he never go away?
Smarmy McSmarmerson.
How did he ever last this long, I wonder?
Oh, God.
Like truly, he has burnt so many bridges.
It's
but yet
because he just keeps on owing people. He does favors for people, favor after favor after favor after favor. He covers for people.
Yeah, that's right. You're right.
It's not who you know, it's who you blow. And he blows.
Yep. Especially him.
Mm-hmm. Yippers. Now that's something that you can needle point onto something, people.
Yeah, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
You need a drink. I need a drink.
But
Thank
see,
goodness I
he's
had my-
also quick on his toes where he didn't just he's like, oh, how can I
Exactly.
use this to my advantage by
Right?
knowing who she is and not telling them right away.
And he, of course, is a drama queen in himself. So
Right.
he's got to know the nitty gritty before
yeah.
he decides how it's going to benefit him.
Right. Exactly. God, we know people like that.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Ugh. Lordy.
Oh, I think everybody can relate to that. If they can't relate to it now, they could before, or they soon will.
Oh, I think if you stop for a second and you analyze your life from beginning to end, you will know and find out that you have had people like that in your life.
Yep. And I think, I think especially for someone that has a low self-esteem,
Mm-hmm.
you let people in your life like that.
Yep.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
I've been there, done that. You're the type of person, you do everything for everybody. You never say no, and just at some point it's okay to say no and still care and love the people that care and love about you. You know what I mean?
Yep. Because saying no instead of thinking of it as saying no to people, you have to start thinking about it as saying yes to yourself.
Yes, to yourself. Yeah.
Because it's not always a bad thing. And most of
No,
the
it's
time when you
not.
say no to somebody, it's not that big of a deal.
Well,
They'll go on to find somebody else if they really need the help or
Yeah.
something like that. It's people are so afraid of what their reaction is going to
Yeah.
be to a no that they don't do it because they're afraid of that reaction. When
Yeah.
90% of the time saying no is going to be just fine.
Yep. Exactly.
But
And
this
it's funny that she tells him as much as she does. I'm a little bit surprised that she, knowing him, and she knows him well, why would she tell him all of this? That's a part I don't like. I don't like that she told him so much because he is a sleazebag.
right.
And he's of course molding it to his favor, right?
Mhm.
So
I think maybe part of the reason why she does is because she's trying to get more out of him.
and vice
So,
versa with
yeah.
him, right?
Yeah.
So he's tailoring his conversation
Mhm.
so that she will just tell him anything anyway.
Yeah. Mhm.
Hmm.
Ugh.
Ugh.
Well, that wouldn't be very good because of all of those red coats all around.
Yeah, but Jamie's a little bit smarter than that too. So,
Mhm. Yeah.
he's just not going to go galloping on something and just storm through the front door.
Well, yeah.
Okay, well, maybe that's wrong. I think maybe he will.
Uh-huh.
So did I tell you that my hubby was in the store the other day and he was getting National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation on DVD because we couldn't find ours and we watch it every year. And he was so proud of himself that he saw an Outlander DVD on sale. And because it said uncensored special features, he thought I would really enjoy that. So he bought me season 3.
Aw.
Isn't that awesome?
That's
Yeah.
so sweet.
So now I'm gonna have to get season 1, 2, 4, and 5. But it was just because he liked the picture on the front. It had Jamie and Claire, and it had uncensored features that he didn't think maybe I saw. So that was
because you don't scour the internet for hours looking for anything that you haven't seen before.
Do you know I get so excited when I see that stuff, and I just post it on the Bootlanders page right away.
Yes, you do. Oh, look, it's our Rosie Day.
Yep.
I just love saying her name so much.
I was so surprised the first time we watched that she popped out through the door. I'm like, what? What? That's out of left field.
Right? No, left. Yep.
But now she's off to marry another coot.
Yeah. She's like, help me.
Yeah. Again. And she talks so fast. And you just got to help me because I don't know what to do. That's where her...
just as happy to see her.
Yeah.
Yippers.
Now she goes.
Mm-hmm. Gross.
Soiled goods. That just,
isn't that just
it's
the
so
worst?
hard. Even, I know it's a show and I know that's the time period. It's just so hard, that, a woman's vagina defines her.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
But yet a man could walk around with his cock all day long.
Yep.
And
putting it into anything he wanted to. And that was
I mean?
the way they were.
Yeah.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Man, if crazy glue wasn't invented back then, I tell you.
Mm-hmm. But that's the thing, right up to the thing where they were strapping metal onto women
chastity belts.
Yep. They were strapping metal onto them to keep them from, getting laid. Like, fuck your society. Like, just, and that goes from when women were revered, like from back in the pagan ages to the where it was all about Mother Earth and mother the planet and everything was round and shaped like the mother of humanity, and gone from that, from women being honored and treasured to being squished, defiled, to being lesser than anything else on the planet. Like, it just blows your mind, because they needed that power over us. And like, it's just like, we were too powerful for them, so they had to, it's just I agree. Makes me so angry.
This is,
and that's just what makes me happier now that girls are finding their power again.
I just want to see that grow and grow and grow, because still there's a lot, there's still that generation. I think it's it's not even a gap. It's like 100 miles between what's right and what some people still believe in.
Yeah.
A Duke.
Oh, look what we see on the hand a lot.
Yeah. I'm glad she was able to put these together.
Oh, she already saw it. Douche.
Yeah. I just don't like that guy at all. And that he caught on so quickly, that surprised me.
Yeah. Oh, no. Her face doesn't hide very much, though.
No, exactly.
Glass face lady. Yeah. Yep. She knows. She recognized me. See. Well, can't hide the thing on my hand when my hand was going straight to my dick.
Yeah, exactly.
That was a oopsie doopsie. Are you kidding me?
They were supposed to rape you.
You can take it.
Not killed, just raped.
Want to stick that in?
Well, I don't know why she's surprised about the Camp Saint-Germain. I'm flabbergasted that she seemed so surprised, because he already tried to kill her once.
Right. But at the same time, she also watched him die because she kind of thought he did it.
Yeah. Well, now she knows that he did try and have her killed twice.
Yeah.
So she knew for sure the first time with the tea.
Yeah.
Because he admitted that. Tea or whatever it was she was drinking.
Yeah. Port. It's always booze.
You can't just say it's much more expensive.
It's always the booze cakes with Claire. Yeah, there.
I didn't send them far. I'd love to walk through that house. You know what I mean? Like, I'd love to walk through those old homes, and it makes me so sad, that so many of those castles now are in such, disrepair, that they're falling down, and it's just so sad that, no one, it didn't stay in a family, and
a lot of
was
them did,
upkept. Oh, I know a lot of them did, but there's so many relics out there now. It's sad.
Some of them are beautiful, the relics, but so many of the places that they have in the UK and Scotland are listed, and which means that when you buy them, if they're an A or a B or a C, or I think they're listed by, anybody can correct me, or numbers. They're listed by numbers or letters. And when you buy them, you can't you can't renovate certain areas or
Yes.
certain things. And yeah, so it's really cool. So they have, so it has to keep its historical.
And I love that. I
yeah.
love that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's
But
really cool.
I would rather them change that rule on something that's become a relic, because I'm sure it would need a lot, right? And I get, you don't want to turn it into a yeah, exactly, between bringing it back to its natural and adding like a bowling alley in the basement or something.
And that's the difference.
I get that.
No, you can there's a difference between restoring and renovating.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, they can. Yeah, there's people that like they take old barns and make them into homes, and they'll have like old asylums and make them into like apartments and flats.
This part cracks me up so much with them making fun of her Gallic.
I know, right? It's like, yeah, Murtaugh, like, oh, come on, really?
Yeah, exactly. She even spelled help wrong.
I'm glad that they didn't do to Murtaugh. I'm not to Murtaugh, to Hugh, what they did in the what Diana did in the book.
I was stunned when I read the book. I'm like, what? Are you kidding me? I was so shocked, you know. And then they talked about all of his children and that he was married,
they brought his body back to his wife, and
exactly.
It was horrible.
Well, and you have to remember, Diana wrote this one, so she could have easily done that, but didn't.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, no, I think that was and that's the thing. She doesn't have free flow, right?
Right. Exactly.
So it's the thing about, okay, is this necessary? Is this, do we need to put this in the show? Because we don't have time to take his body back. We don't have time. We haven't talked about him having a family. We haven't talked about any of these things. So this isn't a needed plot point for the story. Yeah. So
exactly.
We'll leave it out. And that's what a lot of people don't understand. Right?
Yeah.
So a lot of people were like, why didn't they kill? Why didn't it was such a, important part of the book. Well, yeah, it was an important part of the book because they had time to tell that story.
But this is a show.
Can't be a part of the show because they don't have time to tell the story.
Exactly. And that scene that she just had just cracked me up. You know what? Just, okay, if you're not going to help me, just shut up. She wants to get out of there so bad. You think she would get beyond her fear and just do something little. She didn't ask her to go kill people.
Right. Yeah. But that's the thing about Mary Hawkins, right?
I know.
She's just like, she hasn't gotten to that stage of being
maturity yet.
Right,
it's all emotion right now, right? And she
Yeah.
hasn't learned how to control her emotion.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay, I wouldn't have stopped. I would have just fucking kept going.
Right. Mm-hmm.
What is he gonna do? He's not gonna do a damn thing.
He's got a plate full of broccoli and some wine and no wig on.
And he'd have to go find his wig before he actually called anybody. Like, I don't get why she stopped. But I know it's the show. So,
well, that's good. I'm glad you're there with us.
Yeah, I'm still here. Sorry.
Not sorry. See, that was a Canadian sorry. Sorry. Well, at least he has his wig on the table.
Oh, yeah, it is. Yeah, that's pleasant. May as well have a cat. And especially if that has lice, then all the lice crawling around on the table. Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah. Oh, see, that's why. Claire never,
will turn down a drink.
Never turned down a drink.
I think he saw her eyeballing that knife, and he gets up quickly because I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get the knife. And you're not getting it. I'll get it for you.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
And as she moves a little bit quicker, he knows.
They just leave the meat just hanging around on the table like that.
They do though. They do, because it's not like it's like cured, right? Or it's smoked.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
I don't know. I think people are going to get the poops.
They didn't have the fridges back then. Well, they did. I'm sure
Well,
they
they
had
had
their
ice
own
boxes, maybe.
No, I don't think they put it in maybe in a cold ground.
Yeah, maybe in a cellar.
Yeah.
Mm. Oh, Mary.
Mary, Mary, quite contrary. How does your garden grow?
With stuff.
No, I don't use a razor. That's how my garden grows.
It's not a garden.
Okay, yeah, now go do it.
Oh, there's Hugh. Hi, Hugh. Didn't know. Oh, called her little mouse. Are you freaking kidding me? Look, you pig. Oh, like matters. Like it matters. He's the one that set you on her the first time.
Yeah, exactly.
You pig.
Ugh. I don't like that wee bastard.
No. Come on down, fellas.
Thank goodness for Hugh during this episode, eh?
Yep.
He's been
the
a
hero.
lifesaver. Yeah.
He is the hero of this episode.
Twice, he let Jamie know where she was, and then he went to the front door and
got rid of Shbangs.
Yep.
I don't know who that is, but it sounded good at the time. Oh my God, his furry head is bothering me so much.
Yeah.
Ugh. Oh, he's so exasperated.
Love that.
Couldn't roll
And
his
she
eyes
played that
anymore.
up so well. That's when I started feeling better about her.
Uh-huh.
You know what?
Yep. Yep. She's starting to wear it now. Oh, there we go. Oh God, poor Claire, always with the knife to his throat, and he had to get his hat on right out.
I know, right?
His
See?
wig on right away. Yeah, because that looks so much better now.
That looks nasty.
Man, Claire, how many times has that girl had a freaking knife to her throat?
I think quite a bit.
Jeez.
Well done,
Figured it
Claire.
out. Yep. She's like, that's the guy.
And look at her face. She's just thinking about it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. She's like, I've been around this guy this whole time.
Yeah. And it's so funny that he thinks he's going to be able to talk his way out of it after his wife said that it was your fault. You're the one that planned it.
Uh-huh.
Right. Yeah.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I'm going to, me. Yeah.
Sandra Bung.
Mm-hmm. Dick of Sandringham. Going to get his, my wig.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, Mary.
Come on, Mary.
Do it.
You got this, girl.
Do it, do it, do it. Oh, yeah.
I think at this point she's in shock and just,
I think she's in rage.
Yeah,
I think that's what she is. She's like, you know what? No fucking way. There. You ruined my life. There
Good for her.
You go. You fucker. And I think
I love
that moment,
yeah.
she just grew up.
I agree. And I love how she just pulled it out.
Yep.
Like, I'm sticking it in and it's come
there
back
we
out.
go.
Oh, I love that.
And
there was
up
so
with your
much
head.
blood on that first one.
Yep.
And Jamie knows what he's doing.
Uh-huh.
That's why Jamie's not moving at all, right?
Yeah.
And you could hear when it went through that last bone. I
Yep.
love that. But then the look on his face as soon as he stands up, it's just like priceless.
Yep. There we go. All done.
Okay, here we go.
And vengeance laid
And
at
he
your
kept
feet.
a promise.
Yep.
But the only thing is he didn't tell them. He told Jamie, I will lay vengeance at their feet.
Uh-huh. I kept my word. There I go.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Look what a good boy am I.
Yeah.
Yep.
Mary's face is so funny.
Okay.
We should go now.
Time to leave.
Time to go. I'm done. I'm done here.
It's gonna walk around that head. Let's be off.
What a bloody mess.
Yes, it is.
It's a bloody mess.
What a wang dangle.
Oh, it's over?
It's
Holy
done.
crap. Where did that go? That was a short episode.
It was. It was.
I'm surprised.
It
But
felt
actually
like,
just
felt
in
like
time.
felt like it didn't have any head at all.
Don't tell Mom.
Think I wrote this one lambda go on Reddit.
Yeah, so the story goes, my sister is 30 and has smoked cigarettes since high school, and she would die if our parents ever found out. She is so silly. Can you imagine 30 and parents still don't know you're smoking?
Who does that sound like?
Oh, I don't know. Cher, do you think our mother ever found out that you were a smoker?
How many times did my mother find out that I was a smoker? More like it. The times that I used to hide cigarettes in my purse, and I would go in the morning to make sure that they were still in the same spot, and they would be missing.
Ooh, I like that.
And I'd be freaking the fuck out and getting ready to go to the bus, and then I would hear, "Are you missing something?"
And what happened?
They're not mine. They're Debbie's.
Said every guilty daughter everywhere.
Yep. Debbie was allowed to smoke, for fuck's sakes. Like, Debbie was allowed to smoke in her house with her parents. So guess what? They're not Debbie's. Yeah. So I got caught so many times, and I still fucking lied about it. Like, and then, after I moved out, had kids, like, I was still lying about it. Like,
Yeah.
and I know she knew, but
Yeah.
I still lied about it. And what was it? She was probably, I quit smoking before she died. Like, I had quit a good 8 years before she died. Yeah. And
For me, I think my first instance with smoking, again, best friend Jackie, because we always do drinking, smoking, all that. I think we were about 12, and her parents were heavy smokers. So we kept stealing packages of cigarettes from their fridge because they would keep cartons of them in the fridge. And so we did that probably for a good month, and then didn't do it for a long time. And then I smoked my first 2 weeks in high school. And we used to sit out front at lunch period, and I'd smoke the menthols, and I would get I felt like I was getting high every time. And just one lunch, I'm like, you know what, guys, I'll come out here and sit with you, but I can't do this shit anymore. Here, take my cigarettes. And that was it for me. Never again.
I know who gave me my first cigarette.
Yeah?
That would be you.
No.
It was
Not
you
me. I don't
at the
remember.
roller rink.
Don't remember.
I was like 10 years old. And then I remember stealing cigarette butts. It was so disgusting. Stealing cigarette butts with Brandy, who lived across the street, who was my BFF. And we would steal cigarette butts out of her mom and dad's ashtrays, out of the car and out of their house. And then my mom caught me and her doing this one time. And she, "Sherry, Brandy, get your asses over here." And we ran across the street, and we had cigarette butts in our hands because we couldn't drop them because she would see us drop them.
Yeah.
And we had them clenched in our hands. She said, "Open your hands." And we didn't want to do it. "Open your hands." And we both opened our hands. Guess what she made us do?
What?
Eat them.
Yucky. I could see people doing that though, but did it prevent you from smoking?
Nope.
Exactly.
We didn't do that for a while. I'll tell you that right now. We didn't do that for a while.
Oh, I believe
there
you.
was no getting gross cigarette butts, and what the, it was just,
You're young though. You're young.
I have never gotten past that. Don't do that. I was always that kid. Don't do that. And I would do that. And I'm still that person. I'm nearly 50 years old now. And if you say, "Don't do that," I just have this urge. I'm going to do it.
Well, we never really truly grew up, so you know, you know. Anyway,
I have oppositional defiance, so it's just who I am.
there we go. So again, tell us your don't tell mom stories. What little secrets do you have? We want to know about it. Again, we can label you as anonymous, or you can let us use your name. We won't use your whole name if you don't want that either, but just let us know. Reach out to us on our social media platforms. It could be Instagram, it could be Twitter, it could be Facebook, or even our website at SIssues.ca. Let us know.